Oh my god. I'm done.
Got it.
That took forever. Yeah, everything's set up now. So, I didn't even put your names in the title of the stream.
Yeah, it would have been botched anyways.
Yeah, I know. Who could put, freaking... I always put Python instead of anything else. And then, TheEvilArchitect, I'm pretty sure it's wouldn't work. Yeah. So, you're saying it looks blurry, right? I don't know.
For me, it does.
I mean, it said the output is low. I don't know what's going on.
Oh. You can deal with that.
Could be either YouTube breaking or something's happening.
But we should probably go faster because this will literally take more than 2 hours.
Yeah,
You guys can go on ahead. I'm mainly just trying to get through that.
I kind of want,
but like I said, you guys can
get a number 1 so he gets more awards.
Yeah,
And especially with that VIP that he got from me.
he's way farther back.
It's really hard.
It's about the same.
Especially when I was...
It's actually about the same where he was last time.
And besides, we're right here at the beginning of the race again, so... Yeah, they're going to be screwing up a lot. So I have
Oh yeah,
plenty of
they're all
chances
stuck
to
right now.
recover.
Yeah, they always keep crashing.
Okay. So, again, people in streaming, I don't know how good this is, but yeah. Playing this game. Very hard to control car, but you have to be really careful with it. Everybody in the entire thing has it, including the bots, and they're crashing insanely. If I catch up to them in time, you can see just how bad it is. I mean, you see how badly I'm driving, just look at them. They're gonna be way worse. Maybe a little bit better, but not by much. I'm trying to do it like smoothly, like I was before.
Try to climb this. Unrealistic.
Oh my god, he got some air. He got some air.
He ramped that.
Okay, I'm about to pass up one person who got stuck. Hi there, how you doing?
Is he stuck on the wall?
He was. Oh, now I just knocked him off the course. Oh man, just wait for that to come on stream.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh man. Friend of mine, cool story. I need to turn the notifications off, honestly, they give me nothing good. The ones where when friends come on.
Oh.
Like, they do nothing for me. I mean, I really don't play with anyone except for you guys on here, and that's about it. And sometimes I play with the Halo group that, you know, we recently met. I don't play that much now, because I was busy, but yeah.
Dude, that guy's all the way
That
down there
when-
on the dirt. Like the dirt track thing.
Yeah. Now when it came to like streaming and everything, I didn't really want to stream out any, well, boosting or whatever the hell they were doing, because, I don't know, Xbox is pretty picky. Didn't know if they would immediately try to ban all the people involved if they saw that.
Yeah, I should never record that.
Then I'm pretty sure that that's actually a violation of some kind of new term of service when it comes to Twitch.
Wow.
Twitch and YouTube, maybe. I'm saying that I think of them because they like don't exploit games like that on stream. It's like a glitch where it just like happens, like say Super Mario 64 or something. That doesn't matter. Something like this. Oh, you can get a freaking community guideline strike on YouTube for doing stuff like that.
Does not surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I got a freaking guideline strike just by a lot of people reporting the game. And reporting the video saying that, oh, it doesn't work, like it's a misleading content. And I got a strike for it. It's all automated bot too. I tried contacting YouTube, and of course they wouldn't appeal.
Yeah, I'm good. What was it for? Exploiting?
It was for how to use an R4 card on a 3DS. Because, like the original one, because you know, those are like $6, and if you already have the exploits and everything else, then you're good. I saw that.
They didn't.
Yes, I'm right behind you. Okay. Oh, thankfully I went invisible. I don't know how the stream's running anymore because no one's chatting.
It's still running fine.
What time is it now? Let me check.
9:30.
Oh, some people should be able to actually show.
We're gonna finish this. 100%.
I mean, how it's like, what? 12? Maybe 1? Like 2 right now for people across seas, and that's where most of my audience comes from. We have Swede, who barely shows up. You know, Sweden. Like, from there. And True, the UK. Yeah.
Just probably asleep, man.
Probably.
Either that or
I mean,
streaming.
he told me himself
his
earlier.
Fallout 76.
He wasn't even streaming that earlier.
He was streaming some Fallout game.
He's streaming Fallout New Vegas mod, New California.
Oh, wow.
Which is good.
Funny because there was
Not
some
bad.
event there.
I was, because I would prefer Fallout as a multiplayer game, but if you're gonna not have NPCs in a game like Fallout, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, according to them, what they're saying.
For the story, it's like, no, I don't want to do that.
I mean, according to them, though, they just want to, but it's going to start off like that, but then randomly down the road, they're going to add in newer stuff. Like, say that for example. But right now, they're going to start it off. Terminals and whatnot. I'm just going off of what they're saying. That, you know, this is basically as if it's still an early access game, and they're just throwing it out like that to get it going. And then down the line, they'll update it to make it as if it's supposed to be that. Because otherwise, the game would come out in about 3 years to them.
They're working on the new other skill.
Can I just move? Yeah, they're mostly focused on that and, what's the other one called? The space one?
Star something?
Yeah, something like that. Point is that those two are the games they're mainly focused on. They're barely even focusing on 76.
Star Road.
That's one of the reasons why it's Star Road, yeah.
Mario
probably.
64.
I think it's like Starscape or Star. I don't remember. If someone was in the chat, they could tell me.
Nobody watches you.
One person apparently does, and they're not talking anymore. Most of the time, it's that there are people who watch anything that I'm streaming, like Spartan Death, for example. And then there are other people who don't care, like all the people that subscribed to me when we were doing the Halo stuff. They probably just want to watch me for that. They don't want to watch anything else. Which I will agree that gave a lot of views. You know, freaking first day, 200 something in Halo Reach. How the hell did that work?
People like Reach. They're probably hoping for an
Sure,
MCC Reach update.
That and my first video, a video that I put out, which just says MCC is fixed, so definitely kind of clickbait title, but not, because it's kind of true. But I put that in there, and then out of nowhere, most of it was fixed multiplayer-wise, which is exactly what I said in the video. But I put that out, it's like 100 and some views right now. I literally put in the video, I put a clip of me and you playing on, when we were doing Lasso, and I was saying how it was, what was it? It was basically about me having input lag. Oh god. gotta look on stream on that one. But it was when I had input lag. And the next one was how I couldn't throw grenades or punch in ODST among this. Oh, here we go again. Trying. Oh boy. Oh no, that's gonna be. Oh god. Everyone will shot behind us. So I just around this turn, yeah. Everyone's about to spin out, I'm betting.
Yep, about 3 of them spun out. I think one of them still kind of managed.
Guys, that freaking Zeus guy, too.
Siren, slow your...
Poke. I was gonna say if you said slow your poke, then wouldn't it be Pokemon because technically your thing is well, 5 months is a Pikachu. That'll work.
So you said you wanted Nexus first.
Probably not anymore.
3 laps at almost an hour. Nexus will catch up without any issues. I think it's been proven he can catch up.
I mean, I'm already in 3rd place.
Exactly.
Then again, you guys are actually players who can somewhat dictate what they're doing, and the AI cannot.
Yeah, because
They don't understand how this car works.
Yeah, no, the AI is cheat, that's for sure. That's what they know how to do. They know how to cheat.
Yep, and...
What, by skipping a checkpoint?
Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah, I saw them do that too.
I see. Can't see Python in the map.
You can't see me.
Or I saw him.
You didn't see me or you saw me?
I saw you, now I see the both of you.
I saw Siren spin out. What you mean? I saw
They'll
you.
never admit to it.
I just saw him.
Not sure what you're talking about.
Nah, it's all lies. Never,
I saw
never
you spin
trust.
out.
No, I didn't. Just like you didn't.
What was that? I saw you spin out. This is the most mocking tone I've ever heard.
Sounded like a really laugh. Of course it was a big laugh.
That's the most fake one.
Oh my god, it's like really, really bad. I'm trying to like turn.
Oh, here comes some guy behind me. And he's about to spin. Waiting. Oh, how did he not flip? How did they not flip? That guy almost hit
You're
the
not
wall.
slowing down. You're gonna spin out. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, they drift.
Oh my god.
I'm actually doing some nice drifting. Somewhat. That last one.
I'm trying to go
wasn't very
full speed and drift.
good. I'm trying to go full speed and then just let go.
So apparently, for whatever reason, your car won't flip if you drift.
Yeah. So, I didn't mention it yet, but this race apparently will take us about 5 hours. Not really. That's exaggeration. It's like 2, but maybe 3. 13 laps and we're barely on 3.
Yeah, we're at 50 minutes. About 50 minutes.
I love how we're like at the score we are and they're barely at anything. They're not even at anything except they got in front of me. We're about to get back down to 0. And those guys. Here, try to pass me up again. It's like a freaking like battle or something. Oh, that's why they're catching up, because this is a freaking straightaway.
And because they're cheaters.
Most of the straightaway thing, but yes.
Mostly
that's it.
cheaters.
Well, I mean, it's obvious you gotta catch up during the straightaway.
Their max speed is like
Yeah.
double your car's. No matter what car
I
you're in,
told
it's
you,
double.
it's rubber banding. It's rubber banding. They will always be faster than you if you get in front of them.
It's so stupid.
That's according to a bunch of forums, that's a Forza Horizon thing. In every Horizon game, it's always done that. And then with the motorsport games, there is no rubber banding.
Actually, they said that actually there is. They improved it better. I don't know.
Well, it's not noticeable.
Yeah, that's
rubber
better
bands,
if done that.
but this absolutely is noticeable.
Yeah, because when I was trying to rent,
I mean, hell,
what?
I was gonna say you go max speed of your car, and they have the exact same car as you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh yeah, sometimes that, like, the car that they have, it doesn't make sense that they're even in first, how fast that is. Like, I don't remember, but I think it's supposed to go live, probably last time. They were, I had like a supercar, or somewhat, but the car that they had was not even a supercar, it was like a, like, very old Ford. It's like one of those classic supercars. But they don't
pay
run as
for
fast.
car. Unless it's like a 14.
I think it was something like that. But I know those cars don't go that fast. With the, cheating AI, they go faster.
Got him. I spun out. But it's okay. Everyone behind me is doing god awful. I've got enough lead on them to where I don't think they can pass until we get to a very, very sharp turn.
Which is
Oh god, they're all behind me. Like, not behind, but... Not right behind me, but yeah. Okay, no, one is right behind me. Everybody else is a little far.
oh yeah, supposedly you get more, I think, credits and points the more players you actually have.
Oh, we have 30, so...
I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but what I heard.
Ow. Thank you, Rubber Bander.
Oh yeah.
Good call.
There was a guy that I was, not a guy, yeah, there was one of them that was trying to knock him out. But they kept rubber banding me, like pushing me. But it was rubber banding me, so it was really annoying. They were like forcing me to not, like, knock them off. Oh, what just happened?
What?
The screen froze on me, man.
Oh, come on, don't bend it. Keep it going.
The game crashed.
Yep.
Well, at least the good thing is we're still in here.
Do you want to do one lap to this?
I mean, hey, it doesn't seem hard.
Yeah, let's do one lap.
Okay, well, who's host right now, dude?
You're gonna have to
It's kind of stupid. This hasn't even happened since the update. Now the update is probably messing me up now.
Ow.
I mean, I am playing on the computer,
Okay,
so
now that that's free, I need to...
Did somebody order a car? Extra small? Ready for you?
Alright, hold on just a minute. I just got the freaking car and...
Oh yeah, have fun with that.
I don't understand what's taking up so much right now. I mean, obviously Streamlabs is taking up quite a bit. What I don't like is how, for some odd reason, the stream actually still... But, the stream... OBS for some reason uses quite a bit of GPU when I told it specifically stick to software. I don't know why it has to use so much. That's the only downside about this computer is that it has integrated graphics, so it's not very good when it comes to that stuff. Of course, Discord's up there on the... I mean, it's 4.7. It's not that bad.
this won't be a problem when if I do get the other Xbox that so I have to be dealing with crashes. I mean, crashes is not new to me. It's happened before.
If I had a lot of money, I would literally grab a game laptop just stuff I had.
So, are you still gonna get your Xbox?
Who?
You.
Yeah, I'll try to get it tomorrow. Maybe.
I love how I watch my own videos so much. Mainly the streams, because I need to see if they're good. YouTube now has a notification pop up every time my video shows up, just to say, oh, it's basically just saying like, oh, you should subscribe to this guy so you never miss an upload. Like, I kind of can't, that's me.
Fancy an adventure?
Well, actually,
There
I don't
might
have-
be an abandoned classic involved somewhere, but, you know, any excuse will do.
Down. Both of you talk?
You son.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just kidding.
I know, I'm trying to see how you guys sound. Okay, I had the game volume too high, but good now. I'll probably turn you up a little. It's fine.
I still have no clue how you did that. How he pushed me through a wall like that.
Oh. Oh, there's a new barn apparently. I didn't get anything about it, just says new barn. Fine rumor. What was I doing? Oh right, I was trying to see if the Elgato is set to 40p right now. For some reason it does that all the freaking time. Never get why. Your video. Yep, that's why it's blurry.
Are you gonna have to stop
Alright,
it
it shouldn't be
to
blurry now.
redo it, or?
No. No, the stream is fine. It's the capture card itself that was set to 480 and 30 FPS. Now it's set to 720, 60 FPS. So it should be good. I hope. We should probably load that back up.
Actually, I think Python's gonna have to. They don't have
For
that.
what?
They don't have that car. If you're gonna do.
It's really cheap.
No, I will be right back.
Alright.
Alright. That should be enough, just test. A little laggy.
I'll be right back.
Won't look as good, but hey, what does these do? That's not too bad. That'll do. Alright, so now we just have to wait. Let me see if Discord actually posts around saying that I'm streaming. Uh-huh. Good. That is. Ain't that. We'll just go drive around. Or actually, wait, hold on. I'm gonna go to the festival. Once I do a few things, let me do wheel spin. 30,000. That'll take. Okay, what now? Common round glasses, which is incredibly hard to see.
And back.
Alright. Noisemaker horn. Great. Alright, now I go to the festival. No, Python said he'd be back. Let me add that to the...
if you had, I guess $300, you could trade in on your original Xbox One and get an X.
Yeah, but we both know I don't have that much.
Yeah, well.
I was gonna put standoff Python, but screw it. Python. Okay. Now every title's updated there. Also, am I lagging voice-wise?
No.
Yeah, you did just a minute ago, so hoping not. Oh boy, P50. There we go.
Hey, if you don't want it, I'll take it. I keep telling Nan she needs something small to drive down to the shops. She could drive this inside and all the way down the cat food aisle.
That's an incredibly tiny car.
Where'd Python go?
He said he'd be back.
Oh.
I don't know what for, but yeah.
Oh, while we're doing that, I just want you to see this.
Okay. That's some screen tear.
Once I find this house.
Okay. Do you know what car is over here? Whenever stream catches up.
Ford GT probably.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna go over there.
Turn
And
around.
audio.
When it is safe to do so.
And now True is here.
Turn sharp left.
Wow. Hello to you too. Look at that, True. I actually somewhat streamed at a time when you can come in for maybe 5 minutes.
Hashtag the modem.
Mainly because this was impromptu.
Not moderating properly.
Wow. It's not his fault. But if you think about it, like I said, when it comes to whenever I stream, it's like 5 in the morning for him. And
Yeah, well,
whenever I stream is also...
He doesn't want to move to US. Even though that's an awful idea because United States.
I was about to say,
you know.
can you blame him?
Yeah.
I was like, can you blame him? This is awful.
Well,
We only have a few good things going for us. And that is, when it comes to here versus a lot of places, internet is a lot higher. I said a lot of places, not everywhere. I think UK is actually some pretty good internet. Just got in from seeing a movie. Oh yeah, you told me about that. It was that hotel one, I think, whatever that's called.
I want to go watch the Nun. Speaking of that, is that on?
I thought you said you didn't want to. Oh no, wait. I think True said that it was incredibly god awful. But hey, you have your thing.
Turn right.
Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes you lag. I think it's just the
200
streams
yards.
not being friendly
Turn left.
with the group chats.
Hey, Baker. Can I interest you in a Forzathon live event starting soon?
You say he said the nun was awful. He doesn't even like scary movies. He can't say anything.
He said he doesn't like scary games. I don't know anything about movies.
What's the difference?
You can ask him. One is very, let's say this. One is very cliche, and you can easily just watch through it and probably laugh like crazy. And then you have a horror game, which is basically just immersion to the point of where people actually know what they're doing. People know what they're doing with horror games when it comes to horror movies. You can just laugh at them. That's what I do in every single one, because they're all terrible.
I think
I've never seen a good horror movie.
I think the only cliche in horror movies is very old.
It's go hide behind the chainsaws.
And the fact that they all run towards danger, not away from it.
The Nun. He said the Nun was awful. Let me see what else he said. Oh, the Nun. Let's see, hold on. I wish we had the internet that China has. Theirs is amazing. Okay. Oh, the Nun, it was shit. I can't handle scary games. Too immersive. Movies are easy. See? Told you.
No, well, he's British. His opinion says.
Wow. It's bad enough you're lagging to the point where it didn't finish that, but still. We got the message.
Before people think I'm actually racist.
Right. Racist against Brits, man. How dare you?
In 400 yards, turn right.
Oh, I'm actually in the area. I should have stopped. Oh, was that it already? No, I thought I saw it over here. The record of what I'm doing right now, I am hunting for a barn. Because in this game you can find barns, which I just found.
Yeah, that's.
And you get cars out of them.
How come you always find these things before me? It's not like
Probably
I'm
because
not
you're never
looking.
looking. By the way, our internet is only slightly better than yours. I mean, hey. It's still a place to go to for that anyway.
That's an MG. An MGB GT, in fact. It's a
It is a
brilliant
GT.
little sports car made right here in Britain, is what I'm saying. Whatever they were trying to do to the engine didn't go so well,
That's not
did
the
it?
car I thought it was.
It is a GT, but
It's GT, but
not
wrong
the
one.
GT, I guess.
I'll go and put
Yeah.
all the pieces back in and call you when it's done.
Actually, I kind of want
Alright,
to
is that
buy
all I have to
the
do?
newer
You
model
are
Ford
well on your
GT.
way to becoming Horizon's
Just
next
see
speed zone hero.
Is
More speed zones coming right up.
What?
I want to buy the newer model Ford GT. See how it is.
Oh. I'll say you were still logging up. I wish Discord had like a light version or something. You know?
What?
Because Discord actually uses quite a bit of like resources while it's
Oh.
at it, especially in group calls. It's not as bad when it comes to just peer-to-peer.
Well, I mean, you
but
could,
when you're in a
you
group
could
call, it goes nuts.
probably use the web browser version of it.
Maybe. Probably. Well, I don't know about that. Pretty sure that uses a lot more memory. And at the same time, a lot more CPU just to run a browser. I don't even know where I'm going anymore.
Let's see, search cars, make
Let's see. Hold on a minute. Oh, stop. Some of US can get 300, while other places in the UK can't even get 0.1. Hey, that's the same place. I mean, that's the same thing here. man.
well,
There's some
technically,
people who
some
can't
of
get
us
that.
can get gigabytes worth of internet.
Yeah, and we can get like a gigabit internet. Like, I think it's mostly, it's a little bit near central US, sometimes up in northern. Not really where we're at. It's not available here.
Well, that's 100,000 G worth, 300,000.
I mean, we're basically in the hick version of the US, which isn't a lot.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm pretty sure the most take place would be Kentucky, but yeah, or Alabama.
Texas.
I don't know if you call that hick, more just the Western style. That just reminded me of a freaking thing I just watched. Watched another bridge thing, and they were just saying like, I forgot, it was like some kind of bus thing, and they're just like, oh, where are your friends from? It's like Texas. Then I know like a bunch of guns just come out and start shooting people. Like, yep, that's probably right. Like, all right. Just watch that too.
See,
There. I was about to say, is there a board around here? There is. 1,000. 24 out of 150.
Oh, this car looks weird.
As you can clearly tell, True, I can't drive. It's very obvious. I've never been able to drive, but this game is actually not that bad when it comes to it. Let's look at it. That doesn't sound good.
What?
Every time I brake, it sounds like, you know, if you can't get an engine turned on. Like if you can't get an engine started, it just like sounds like that when I brake. Or like a freaking rattlesnake, one of the two. It sounds so weird. I don't know if that's always been there or if it's just because of how damaged the car is. I mean, the car's not that damaged, but it's up there. Oh, I'm near the cross-country thing, but I mean, I can't do anything about it. Okay. Let's go off that board.
A board. Oh.
I mean, you can start anything here. You can start like any event or whatever. Go nuts with it.
Alright.
I'm just driving around grabbing boards. Are there 2 boards here? Oh no, there's the farm.
Oh, this car
Board is over here.
handles kind of well.
Okay.
The newer model to Ford GT. The 2017.
Yeah. How in the hell am I supposed to get that? What? It's a 5,000 influence too.
That
I'll
one
come back to
is
it.
very difficult. Also buffer.
Yeah. It happens. In China, you can get, wait. Download a full HD movie in 7 seconds. Thanks. I guess they have the gigabit.
You know, I really like this car.
Oh god,
Not
it's this
that I
one.
want to drive it
You
for
gotta
too
get
long.
it to 43
Squeeze
miles
yourself
an
in
hour.
there and let's see just how fast you can make it go. Which won't be too fast. But hey, I could be surprised.
Question.
The Peel P50 has the
Oh
dubious
God, it's so
honour
sluggish.
of being the smallest production car in the world. A one-door microcar coupe. Featuring
door,
a
huh?
42cc
Yep.
air-cooled
I wonder if I can get
engine
it to flip like you did.
capable of
Let's find
a
out.
It was a different
painless
car.
38 miles an hour.
I don't care. You want to flip
And
this
a
one?
handle so you can pick it up and carry it with you when you get to
Oh,
work.
almost there.
And keep in mind that this is the
40.
production version. The prototype had the
Uh-oh.
single wheel at the front. Why would you think that was a good
One.
idea?
I don't see it being. Yeah, wow, shitty car alert. For sure.
I'm not gonna get 3 stars on this. So spun out.
Alright. Oh, you're the one who spun out. I'm worse at driving.
In 2010, though, production
38 miles per hour.
restarted at Sutton in
Deployed.
Ashfield. So,
Best
if
team
you'd
score,
like
43.
to own a
Oh.
modern incarnation of this,
They fixed that.
I suppose you can.
Alright. That's a team score. What's with the classical music? It's the radio.
You can turn it.
I think, yeah, I know. It's on, what's it called? The name of this radio?
Timeless.
Yeah. On the Timeless radio, they play a lot of classical music.
And Halo music for some reason.
Wait, they play Halo music on Timeless?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. Okay. Now, what do I get? Can you at least give me credits? That'll do. 60,000. I would have preferred the credits below, but that
Did
works
you
too.
not level up at all?
Probably, maybe not.
Um,
Let me look at your car. Not a bad paint job.
no.
Like I said, with mine, the only thing I hate about it is the clips on the front. If there was just no graphic on the front, it was just completely black, I'd be perfectly okay with
Yeah,
that. It looks even better.
That's the reason why I stopped using that one. I used it for like a minute, and I was like, no.
I just keep it because I still don't like the others. Is this set in the UK? We don't have a classical radio station anymore. Shut down in 2012. Yes, this is set in UK. London, actually.
And all of this stuff was old.
I mean, you can tell from the places, so yeah. Pretty sure these are roughly.
Oh,
close
you're
names,
gonna
especially
love
this right here.
this.
I mean, hey. What are we doing now?
We're gonna be driving a
I
Bentley,
feel like this game.
but two
Oh,
Bentleys.
boy.
Bentleys actually.
Nice. At least with you,
This
True, you
is
can actually
quite
just get
the
this for PC.
story. Bentley at Le
If
Mans
you wanted
in
it.
the 1930s.
But there's an issue with it.
Gentleman races and heroic driving.
In Scotland.
A personal hero. of
Apparently,
mine.
it's not
Take
there
good
though.
care of the cars, though. Both of them belong to me.
Didn't it say in the beginning of this game that Welcome to London?
I believe so.
Pretty sure we're
Bentley,
technically in.
A company
We
founded
probably
in
are in
1919
Scotland, but this
Cricklewood,
is
North
this.
London,
Okay, so anyway,
and
classical
purchased by
music.
Rolls-Royce in the 30s.
In this station
A company
has this stuff on it.
synonymous with
Going back
both
to Pulse.
racing and luxury.
X-Ace. X-Ace.
Perhaps
Okay,
the best
XS.
example I know
It's
of
basically like a
those
rock
true
station
streams
almost.
of British
Hospital.
engineering.
Like a dubstep.
For almost a
Chill.
century,
And sometimes chill.
every
Electronic.
Bentley was hand-built to exact
That too.
standards.
Timeless.
So at
Classic.
the beginning of the 21st century,
Radio off.
when Bentley revealed
Pulse.
their first mass-produced car,
I don't know what you would
there
call
were a great
Pulse.
many questions.
Oh god.
Like the
We're not supposed to
car
damage
was
it, I'm
a
damaging it.
Yes.
GT, an elegant grand
Bass
tourer
is.
that combined
That's
the
actually more when it
racetrack
comes to it. And
pedigree
not a bad
with
station, actually.
exquisite style and all
Let's
the
stick with-
power you could need.
I kind of like the. I kind of like the hospital. I'm keeping that.
Remember that there's a damage indicators.
Oh, I know. I've already hit something. Can't damage the car. Hold on. You were way too much north for London.
The move to
Beats the
mass
hell out of me,
production
man.
has done nothing to blunt
It's
the
what the
Bentley
game said.
experience.
Welcome to London.
The 2017 Continental Supersport is responsive, fast, and beautifully designed.
Oh god, I didn't know there was a turn to the left, and there's some more damage, but not that much. And a little bit more, not too much. I mean, you can tell because the game's trying to get me to drive on the left side of the road. I'm not really doing that. I'm also at halfway damage now.
Go right. Oh, well.
I'm going right. I mean, you're talking to a live stream. You think I want to get that with a bit of a delay?
Good point. Should have just went right.
Well, I did what I did.
Clearly.
If this was my own car, I'd have so much better. But also, why are you playing a driving game when you just can't drive? Because the game itself is cool, okay? I can get over my
It brings
horribleness.
together all-wheel
Look good in the
drive,
beginning, though.
I just wish they
carbon-fiber
would,
sides and side skirts to create the most
add more.
powerful
I wish they would have
performance-focused
added more
car the
content.
company has ever built.
Like,
I mean, they are as they're going.
yeah, no, but
Like, in the release, yeah. At least it's free DLC, but it'd be... Or not even DLC, it's just free updates. So that's fine, but it'd be way better otherwise. could be better right as. I was gonna say it's good in this game doesn't really have story DLC because of that.
But never forget,
But
Bentley's
I mean, I don't know if it
pedigree
does.
is racing.
I know it has
And the
car
Bentley
DLC, obviously.
Continental embraces that. In 2007, a largely standard
hell,
Continental
you bought
Speed
one.
GT broke Bugatti's record for the flying kilometer on the frozen
Didn't you buy the
Baltic
VIP
Sea.
one?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, you bought a car DLC, so in a sense, well, like a content DLC, but
And then in
close
You're
enough.
not gonna make it.
2011, they broke their own
No, I'm not. I'm way too far.
205 miles an hour, both ways, on ice.
Way too far.
Even when building these gorgeous Grand Tourers, Bentley is driven to excellence.
Woman,
We'll
can you
reset
not
and
talk?
Take that section again.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say, can you not talk because you're. It's a loading screen. There's no point anymore. This isn't Britain. Where is the? Wait. Have kids calling you a cunt for no reason. I don't know, man. Alright, you can just go back into it. I usually have my
Got
radio
that
off
MG
most of the
running.
time.
Let me
Just
just
most
finish
of the-
marking up this event, and I'll meet you down there.
Hold on. I mostly keep the radio off because I like to hear the car more than anything else, but for these missions
This
it turns
is
off
quite
on
the
by itself
story.
most of the time.
Bentley at Le Mans in the 1930s. Gentleman
these
races
cutscenes are
and
not skippable.
heroic driving.
I still hate.
Personal hero of mine.
Oh yeah, no.
Take good care of the cars, though. Both of them belong to me.
Honestly, any game that has unskippable cutscene is an immediate sin in my book.
So Destiny.
Like it's unforgivable.
A company founded
Took them
in
4 years.
1919
It took
in
Bungie 4
Cricklewood,
years to
North
add that.
London, and purchased by Rolls-Royce
Right.
in the 30s. A company
I mean, hell, when you have
synonymous with
Halo
both
and you can do it,
racing
why
and
not an
luxury.
actual Destiny?
Perhaps the
Come on,
best
man.
example I know of those two extremes of
I love when
British
games or
engineering.
when devs take a step
For
backward.
almost a century, every Bentley was hand
Like,
built
oh,
to
that was
British
weird.
standards. So
What?
at the
World,
beginning
like,
of the
unloaded.
21st century, when Bentley revealed
Oh.
their first
So basically me in
mass-produced
GTA.
car, there were a
Yeah.
great many questions. The car was the Continental GT.
Oh,
an
is what you
elegant
showed the
grand
entire map?
tourer that combined
Yeah, I
racetrack
believe so.
pedigree with exquisite style and
Not
all
too
the
much to the map.
power you could need.
Still though, there basically in this game it has in the beginning of it you go through each season except for summer. So you go through 3 of the seasons, and then it turns into a weekly
The
setting.
move to mass
So
production has done
it's
nothing
basically a
to
weekly
blunt the
event on which
Bentley
season you're in.
experience. The 2017 Continental Supersport is responsive, fast, and beautiful.
again with this crap, I can never undo that. It's always the same.
What?
I always go too fast. And I can't ever slow myself down good enough. I'm trying not to go too fast around these roads, but at the same time I kind of have to.
I still don't understand why you're going that way.
I don't know. I don't think about it. Okay, I don't even know at which part you're wanting me to go right.
Whenever you actually get to that roundabout, instead of going left, going all the way around, just go right, because it's the first turn to your right.
I can't even read chat right now.
Just look at your map more.
It brings together
That's what I do.
all-wheel drive, carbon fiber bonnet sides and side
Well, my map
skirts
doesn't
to
really show a
create the
lot.
most powerful performance-focused car the country
I like it if I
has
could
ever
like
built.
zoom out my map. Like if you can zoom out the minimap, I like that a little better. Again, another thing that would be very useful if I had that mini monitor for me to display. Putting chat on it. It'd just be right underneath my TV.
But never forget, Bentley's pedigree is racing.
It's like $30.
And the Bentley
So,
Continental
it's not bad.
embraces that.
That
In
with a Raspberry
2007,
Pi is
a
30?
largely standard Continental Speed GT
No, it's 30
broke
each.
Bugatti's record for
That'd be 60
flying
altogether.
kilometer on the frozen Baltic Sea.
I mean, that's, like I said, the display is meant for Raspberry Pi, but because it's HDMI, I'm very sure you can just plug it straight into Windows 10 to be good.
And then in 2011, they broke their own record.
And I already have a
205
DVI to
miles an hour,
HDMI
both
to
ways,
HDMI
on
converter,
ice.
so
Even when
again,
building
might be
these
good.
gorgeous grand tourers, Bentley is driven to
So I only have one
excellence.
HDMI port on my graphics card. Again, I'm probably not making this. No.
I know you want more time in that car, but we really do need to get this shot today.
God. I mean,
I think what really kills you is you go too slow.
the roundabout.
Yeah, you go way too slow, overshoot it, and have to go all the way around.
I don't know. Now I'm hitting, my computer's hitting crap. Hold on. I allow non-skippable when you haven't seen them, but if you have to rewatch them, what is the point? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm okay with skipping. I mean, I'm okay when it's the first time looking at it, but afterwards I want to just keep skipping. You're just wasting time. It's a roundabout. Britain is known for them, so if you don't understand them, you might as well not play the game. You have display ports on your graphics card. Yes, I have a display port. I think only one, maybe two, but I do have a display port. And Python's back. He just needs to unmute himself.
Typical Python muting himself.
I think he muted his actual mic rather than
You're back
Discord,
live
but
with London Electricity. We're gearing up for this next big showcase event.
just have to
here
wait
on
on that
Osbill
because
Records,
he's
and it
here.
sounds
He's
like
just
it's gonna
not saying
be
anything.
an absolute total cracker. We've got a whole team of motocross riders ready to shred some trails and take on our
Found out
elite
mine does.
Horizon
Use
rally
both and
driver.
get a
Chris,
display port to
what do you
HDMI
think?
cable for both my
Do
new
you have a
monitors.
motorbike?
Oh,
Well,
sweet.
I don't, but I really want one now.
Yeah, mate. You and me both.
I don't know how many I have. I could look real fast, but I'd have to, for one, get up, which I probably need to because we're not doing anything. Stretch.
Over.
And then,
Waiting for Python to
hold on.
Stand back.
Why? Jesus.
Why you what? What?
You ready?
For what?
Mainly, I would just
Sorry.
need to move my computer over so I can look.
Ready for what?
To start.
Start what?
What I've been trying to do.
What is that?
Nexus has been failing to get to the end.
Well, I keep going on the opposite. Yeah.
You gotta drive the car like you actually stole it. Just as long as you don't exceed the damage.
I mean, the display port and DVI are both, you know, digital, so of course it worked fine with HDMI. So, by the way, you can see where one person plays the game way too much, and one person who doesn't play the game much at all.
What do you mean?
Well, you can look at my level,
Oh, well, yeah.
28. Look at your level, 173.
Then you
Look
got
at
that
my level.
hand over there. Is that Prestige 1 already?
Because yes, a racing game has prestigious.
Well, it's
I want to go have stream in the
I didn't have an
background for about an
option,
hour, but
so-
gonna go to bed. Okay. See you later then.
you suck, sir.
Ha 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 ha. What are you laughing at?
This is quite the story. Bentley
Oh,
at
you
Le Mans
good girl,
in the
aren't
1930s. Gentleman racers and heroic
We're
driving.
talking about the cab, but it's funny because she's
Personal
talking.
hero
You said
of
that.
mine. Take good care of the cars, though. Both of them belong
Did
to
you
me.
enjoy what you saw of Fallout New California? I mean, hey, it was pretty good. Honestly. Def was like something worth playing. I mean,
Bentley,
even though I
a
have
company
New
founded
Vegas
in
3 and
1919
4,
in Cricklewood,
I'm not much
North
of a,
London,
don't hit me.
purchased by Rolls
Don't
Royce
hit
in the
me.
30s.
Got freaking
A
damage.
company synonymous with both
Anyway,
racing
do
and
not even
pleasure.
brake check me, I swear.
Perhaps
Already
the
did.
best
But,
example I know of those two extremes
no, you
of
didn't. You
British
just rammed into my side.
engineering.
Oh, well, I'll
For
check this
almost
through.
a century, every Bentley was hand-built
Yeah,
to
technically I
exact
did brake
standards.
check you, but I guess you didn't see
So at the
it.
beginning of the 21st century,
Oh, whatever.
when Bentley
Point is,
revealed their first
yeah, Maul's pretty
mass-produced
good.
car, there were a great many questions.
I'm trying not to go too fast
The car
around
was the
these
Continental GT,
sharp turns because I
an
can't.
I hit the
elegant
walls pretty
Toy
hard,
that
so if I take
combined
one more hit,
racetrack pedigree
that's it.
with exquisite style and all the power. you
Seriously,
could
all I did was ramp
That
off the
was
freaking little hill.
spectacular. Take a breather and
Wow.
let's try
That wasn't
again
even your
with
fault
less
this
excitement.
time, Nexus. I'm surprised.
I know.
A little
We'll
hill.
let this go up there so I can
Okay,
see.
you gotta relax on that speed. Oh, what the hell was that?
That? Hold on.
Oh,
What kind of car is that?
Oh, Sweden Boy is
Ford GT.
yeah, Sweden Boy is now hosting. Thank you for the host, and hello.
We're gonna be on this one for like
Sweden.
80 minutes.
Yeah, because either I'm not going to fast enough, or Python's gonna go straight off a cliff.
I know.
It's one or the other.
He goes through 5 buildings while he's at it.
And I thought I was a horrible driver. Instead, I'm just a careful one. I'm being careful,
This is quite
and he's
the
just going,
story.
nope.
Bentley at
Off
Le
the
Mans in the 1930s. Gentleman races and heroic driving. A personal hero of mine.
Cool story, we
Take
get
good
it.
care of the cars, though. Both of them belong to me.
I love how she says both, as if she knows that there would be 2 drivers, but now there's 3, so now it just makes no sense.
Bentley, a company founded in 1990
Again with
in
this?
Cricklewood, North
That's still not a
London,
brake check.
and purchased by Rolls-Royce in the 30s.
That's a brake check.
Company synonymous with
No,
both
that
racing
is a brake
and
check.
luxury. Perhaps the best example I know of those 2 extremes of British engineering.
Over there.
For almost a century, every Bentley was hand-built to exacting standards. So at the
Hey,
beginning
bud,
of
go
the
slow.
21st century,
You
when
go
Bentley
slow.
revealed their first mass-produced
Oh,
car,
okay, you tell me to speed
there
up,
were
you tell
a
him
great
to
many
slow down.
questions.
Yeah, yeah, you need to speed up. Uh-oh.
The car was the Continental GT, an elegant grand tourer that combined racetrack pedigree with exquisite style.
Let's go.
All
Oh,
the
I'm
power you
almost
could
half. What about you?
Oh,
Okay.
All right,
God
take a
God
moment.
damn it,
That
Python.
was not even me, so shut up. That was you.
No.
I now want to make some emotes that say, God damn it, Python, God damn it, Ninja. Just keep going.
That
God.
wasn't even me that time. I was actually still moving,
Oh.
so shh.
All of us had
I don't know
half
what-
the damage.
That's one of the
We're gonna get
dolls.
this eventually.
If I can actually get in game so I can actually, you know, accept the invite. Or the event.
This
hot
is
in here
quite
now.
the story.
Okay, now be
Bentley at
careful
Le Mans
with
in
what
the
you do.
1930s.
Unless you're brake
Gentleman
checking
racers
Nexus, then go
heroic
for it.
Driving. A personal hero of mine. Take good
I
care of
might
the
just
cars,
fail
though.
this mission
Both of them
mostly
belong
because
to
I'm going to
me.
brake check you.
Go for it.
And then I'm going to pitch you against a house.
Try it, I dare you.
Bentley,
Wrong person.
a
I'll pitch you
company
both.
founded in
No, I was going for you
1990
both.
in Cricklewood, North London.
I was trying to hit
And
Python for the
purchased
first
by
time of
Rolls-Royce
him
in the
messing
30s.
up, and I was going to
A
hit you
company
because
synonymous with
it's
both
you.
I feel like
racing
if you're
and
also going
luxury.
too slow, it
Perhaps the
also
best
will
example I know
disable
of
it or
those
whatever.
2 extremes
Cancel
of
it.
British engineering.
Mm.
For almost a century, every Bentley was hand-built to exacting standards. So at the beginning of the 21st century,
Trying to
when
catch
Bentley
up though
revealed
because
their
I need
first
to
mass-produced
know what
car,
I'm doing.
there were a
See, I'm
great
already
many
screwing up.
questions.
It's better when I'm next to you
The
and I know where to
car
go.
was the Continental GT, an elegant
So most of the time I don't even
grand
pay attention to my
tourer
minimap, I
that
just
combined
look
racetrack
forward.
pedigree with exquisite style and all the power you could need.
Can you see me now?
Well, yes, but no. I do for like a second.
Okay, go right. Up here.
The move to mass production has done nothing to blunt the Bentley experience. The
It actually tells me to go right.
Continental
I think. Nope,
Supersport
no, it
is
doesn't.
responsive,
Did for a sec there.
fast, and
See how much time that just
beautifully
saved you?
Oh gee. At least I'm somewhat good at this game when it comes to driving. Every
It
other game
brings
I'm
together
way
all-wheel
worse.
drive, carbon fiber bonnet
Getting
sides and
yourself
side
stuck on, like,
skirts to create
support
the most
beams and
powerful,
Simpsons.
performance-focused car the company has ever built.
I am very surprised that I didn't screw up any of that annual and deja vu stuff. I actually was not driving that bad.
You were pretty cautious.
But never forget, Bentley's
Well, then again, I wasn't like racing forward like I was during the second run. The first run that involved you, I mean, obviously I was just sticking back a lot.
GT broke Bugatti's record for the flying
God.
kilometer
Oh,
on the frozen Baltic Sea.
I'm spinning out. There we go.
And then in
Fishtailing, whatever you
2011,
want to call it.
they broke their own record. 205 miles an
Either
hour,
or.
both ways, on ice.
It's both.
By the way,
basically.
this thing is on a very tight timer. I just want to say that now.
Bentley is driven to excellence.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm not
That's
talking
why
about this. We haven't even got to the second half yet.
Oh.
Today, Bentley means
Perfect.
modern, peerless luxury.
Just look on stream how I took that.
But that's
You better
far
just
from
hold the
full
accelerator because that's
But that's if it's a straightaway.
pretty much is.
I just wish there was like I said, I wish there was like a good steering wheel or something for
A century ago, Bentley
the
meant
whatchamacallit.
something else entirely. It meant
Xbox.
Le Mans.
There is.
In 1930,
Nice driving, yeah.
eccentric race team owner Dorothy
that I saw.
Paget financed a
There's
rather
a
steering wheel
special
and,
Bentley
pedals.
I'm pretty
Le
sure
Mans.
there's an entire
It was
gear
a
thing.
4.5-liter
Entire setup
supercharged
for the Xbox.
masterpiece, driven by Sir Henry Bentley Boy Birkin.
maybe, but it's a lot of money
It posted
though.
the
Both
fastest
steering
time
wheels
on
and
the day,
pedals and
but
everything.
it failed to finish.
That's maybe about 200 probably just to get the full set.
Yeah.
But what a race it was! Sir Henry's courageous driving forced
Like a hospital.
Wait, are we just literally driving across the sand?
Yeah, go straight for it. Almost. Don't go straight for it, but
doing so, he ensured that the Bentley
Yeah,
Sixes would take the victory.
this timer is so tight to get 3 stars on this one. It has to be above 6 seconds remaining.
This car is super
Sir
slow.
Henry knew he didn't have anything to prove.
Where you?
86,
In
87.
1929, the adventurer
Stop,
Mrs.
stop,
Mary
stop, stop.
Victor Bruce
Look, I'm not the one
had
turning into
already
you. You're turning
driven
into me a
the
little bit.
May have to turn a little bit because the
Model
water is kind
Whoa.
of close over
and
here.
Montlehi,
I
setting
can go
distance,
through that.
speed, and endurance records. The Bentley's performance
Oh, wait,
so
no,
annoyed
no.
Ettore Bugatti that he called it the world's fastest lorry.
Nice grade.
I got it around
When the
6
blower
seconds, I
finally
think. I
went
don't
to
even know,
auction
so I
in
can't really
2012,
tell.
I got like
it
maybe
cost more than
5.58.
enough to get yourself a
Or I did
Veyron
58 seconds.
and a racing
Yeah, there we go, 3 stars.
3 star. Nice. You nailed it.
That was really difficult trying to get that.
4,000 credits. And 7,000 influence. Which leveled me up here.
It leveled you up on the British Racing Green.
No,
You're still like
didn't even move. It's not moving.
That's
You know, I actually would have preferred the Bel Air. Just because of a classic car. Okay.
A Bel Air?
Mainly, these cars are just going into my collection. I mean, that's their whole point. And I probably wouldn't even sell most of them because at this rate, who the hell's gonna buy the crap I sell?
They'll buy the Hurricane.
Oh, for sure. I'll likely, if I get enough money for it, I'll probably upgrade my other one, and I'll sell it.
I wonder if it's because we're not doing it in that we're actually not doing it in order. No, let's try this
Yeah,
one.
I don't know.
Let's try the very first one. See if you get anything from it.
Could be.
Shit. Oh, this car.
Great to see you. We're shooting a documentary about car culture in the UK, and I need a second driver. You've made a name for yourself, and it would be great to have you aboard. It's simple. You drive, I tell the story. Let's do it.
Why would you want to trade an iPhone X at a GameStop?
Yeah, I don't see the point in doing that.
Nope.
Wait,
Makes no s- I wouldn't trade anything at a GameStop.
Well, GameStop is doing a promotion.
From Aston
For what?
Martin to
What one?
McLaren and Bentley,
You can
Great Britain
trade in
is
an
home
original
to over
Xbox
a
One
century of
for
automotive
$200
excellence.
trade-in value for an
I'm
Xbox One
Rebecca
X.
yeah, but I think it's only
Welcome,
$300 left
British
plus the tax, so it
Racing
comes out to
Green, a
$355, I
documentary
think.
God.
celebrating that
I
history.
could probably do that,
Well, at least there's no
but
damage.
that's stupid because they want to know.
And if you have an S, it's $250.
The Aston
Well, I don't have
Martin
an S.
DB5 Vantage was the
well,
quintessential
you can
get one on
grand
Amazon
tourer of
for
the
like
1960s,
$191.
combining British engineering
And then trade it in
and
for
intelligent
$250.
$591.
design.
It's actually cheaper.
Not a bad deal if you think about it.
Yeah, it's actually cheaper.
You basically just profited yourself by spending less.
Yeah.
Okay. How much was yours?
191.
You got it? Done.
Okay, the spin out is
And-
really messing me up. Okay, that's
And
it.
I got my 100 back, so really I only
It's
spent.
not bad, but could we make it a
God.
little more
It's not my fault.
So
but
I
realistic?
only
Win
spent
defense.
like $91 for it.
Yeah, the X. So.
Who?
Hmm?
Did something.
I love how faster the loading is on this now. You notice that?
Great to see you. We're shooting a documentary about car
Sometimes it
culture
loads
in
slow
the UK,
still.
and I need a second driver. You've made
No, I'm
a
saying
name for
right there in the
yourself,
beginning when we were
and it
trying
would be
to
great
get
have you
everybody in there.
aboard. It's
Oh yeah,
simple.
that's
I mean,
instant.
the
now.
loading screen
Drive, I
itself.
tell the story.
I mean, that's instant,
do
but
it.
the loading screen itself can take its time. Yeah. I just saw that.
I'm sure
From
you're talking
Aston
about.
Martin to McLaren and Bentley, Great Britain is home to over a century of automotive excellence. I'm
God, if one of the
Rebecca
handling
Wilson.
was better in this car,
Welcome,
I would definitely be able to
British
stay
Racing Green,
at 70
a
at all times.
documentary celebrating that history.
Hey,
Running above
relax.
all the time.
Relax. Try
Relax.
to like not, you know, lose
The
control. or
Aston
anything.
Martin DB5 Vantage was the quintessential
Hey, guys.
grand tourer of the 1960s,
How you doing?
combining British engineering
Just
and
back here.
Italian design.
Remember, you only need to stay above 70, so if you have to slow down.
I know, but yeah, and you have about 8 seconds to come back to it.
Somewhere around there. Oh, you dick.
You're a dick.
Wow, that was actually a very good slowdown. First one anyway. Second one wasn't that great.
Vantage featured side draft carburetors and a refined camshaft profile, capable of a
Sharp turn.
blistering top speed of 162 miles an
You're saying?
hour in 1964.
This is a sharp turn up here, but so far I've
The
been
clean
having
lines of
ease
Superleger's
going through
bodywork,
these.
Okay, the last
reclining
idiot who did
seats
that
and
ran
wool
into a tree and
carpets
destroyed it
created
for
a
all of
car
us.
that was luxurious as
Me,
well
not
as
really.
fast.
It was actually a fence.
Well, still same difference.
Not really. It's just you have to gain a little bit of speed.
Tree or fence, again.
No, but a fence you can break through actually.
They're both wood. Most
Depends.
likely.
They're actually not all of them are wood though.
That's why I said most likely.
Pretty sure the one you ran into is wood.
I don't remember.
This
Oh,
car
whatever.
would
Why the
form
hell was
the
that red?
basis for the DB range.
That was basically like a
with later
straight
cars
shot and it
improving
was
on the
red.
design in
Okay,
many
game.
ways, but
It got me
none
stuck in
would
between a house and
ever
a
achieve
tree
the
for a second
sheer
here.
iconic perfection of the Vantage.
I see that.
In 200
boy.
yards,
Yeah, figures.
turn left.
Oh, what? Guess that's you.
You're right. Not to worry, reset
For
and
me,
let's
yeah.
try another
I
take.
was actually at 70, but it still counted as a failure, which is stupid.
I was doing some pretty good turns, which is weird for me. Especially in a car with bad handling. Not bad handling, it's actually not that bad.
Wait, are you able to do it with it or
Wait,
no?
why? What? What?
No, I'll just leave the gun away.
Oh, there we go. I was about to say my paint job just went away.
Nebby back.
Okay. Sweet. Oh no. I hate when chat just basically like stops itself and then goes back.
What do you mean?
Great to see you. We're shooting a
Subtitle?
documentary about car
At the
culture
bottom.
in the UK, and I need a
Subtitles or
second
actual
driver.
chat?
You've made a name
Same
for
chat,
yourself,
like
and
the
it would be great to have you aboard.
It would just say
It's
like see
simple.
more or
You
whatever,
drive,
like or
I tell the story.
more below.
Let's
I
do
don't know,
it.
it says stuff like that, and there's literally nothing below it. Just all the same. I see what you're doing there.
From Aston Martin to
I wouldn't
McLaren,
get behind me if I were you.
Great Britain is home to over a century of automotive excellence. I'm Rebecca Dawson. Welcome to British
You're gonna,
Racing
yeah, it's because
Green,
you do that
a
while I actually take the road.
documentary celebrating that
So I feel like if I
history.
go off road, I'm not gonna remain with my speed.
I mean, it's pretty clear up here, so
The Aston
as long as you don't
Martin
spin, you're
DB5
good.
Vantage was the quintessential Grand Tourer of the 1960s, combining British engineering and Italian design.
Nice drift. Bad drift. Still good drift. Kind of. I mean, I didn't go below 70, so, you know, it counts.
Good enough.
Yeah. Getting somewhere at least.
The Vantage featured side draft
Trying to watch the stream and drive at the
and
same
a
time.
refined camshaft profile, capable
Have fun
of
with
a
that one.
blistering top speed
I almost
of
wrecked.
162 miles an
Same.
hour in
Oh god, I'm about to wreck.
1964.
Okay, I'm good. Maybe not. Nope, nope. It's, I have 8 seconds. How does he not? But if I have that long, then how does Python keeps losing so much?
Because he likes to run into trees and go to a full stop.
Makes sense. I think I go down to like 50 or 60 whenever I start wrecking into things. There we go. Again, why that's red, I'll never know.
Because you can't realistically make that small turn
design in many ways, but none would ever
at
achieve
your
the
speed.
sheer iconic perfection of the Vantage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the slightest turn at this speed realistically probably screw you over.
For all of its beauty and engineering perfection, only 65 of these beautiful machines would ever be built. If you
Okay,
own
come
one,
on.
you own a piece of
Come on.
British
There we go.
history.
God, this area makes it way worse on me.
Remember, you can go 70 and be able to make those turns without any issues.
It's a little hard to stay in 70.
The silver DB5 would be immortalized in half a century of cinema.
Hello, Halo
Classic
Gamer,
Aston
and
Martin.
Pele Gamer says hello to you, I imagine.
But in 2016, a new DB was
I forgot what we
unveiled,
needed to do with
heralding
this.
the dawn of Aston Martin's second century. The DB11 is the first production turbocharged Aston Martin. But is it a worthy successor to that legacy?
That depends. Can I actually handle high speeds with it? It's mostly the
I think you have to.
stay above 100.
I think you have to reach
responsive and
205.
agile, is perhaps the best GT chassis in the world.
God, this is not a very
Listen
good.
to
Getting up to 100 isn't too bad.
That was the turning that's throwing me off.
Follow the line.
I'm following the line again. The turning is throwing me off because
you can slow down.
the bad.
Able to hit 60
I'm
miles
saying
an
the
hour
handling.
in 3.5
Oh, wait a second.
seconds. The DB11's 5.2 liter.
I don't know why I'm
twin
slowing
turbo
down. We gotta
V12 boasts a
get
top
there now.
speed of over 200 miles an hour.
Well, we might. Yeah, we're failing. I hit a freaking rock and it's just out of.
Take that section again.
Great.
One thing I hate about these
Problem with
stories.
that? You have to do the whole thing over.
So we're not doing that.
Forza looks good, even though I am a sim racer.
However, what we can do is world's fastest rental
What do you mean by sim racer?
simulation,
Actual sim.
race simulation.
I mean, I'd imagine. The actual simulation racers, when this could basically be the same thing if you wanted it to. I mean, hell, just, oops, wrong button. Pick up. And here you go. You got first person view, and you got dash view, basically. Hood view, and then just straight up first. Or straight up, like, whatever you would call this. Grill view, I guess. Why not? And now back to car. That's whatever you want it to be. I'm gonna go back to this up here. While you decide on whatever we're doing.
Oh, I'm already there.
Okay.
What are you?
I'm just here to get there. I don't know if this is the exact same place I just left. Another board.
Was the one on top of that house?
Maybe not.
This Talon is a pain to get. I know how to get it, but it's a pain.
Okay, this one is beside where I'm at right now. Here. Other side.
Is that?
What's in here?
Did you get it?
No. Look, it's in here or something. There's a lot of things in the way. No? So it's in this one. I think. Or no? I don't know where this is. Oh, it is on top. How the hell do you expect me to get up there then? It's another on top of the house thing.
Well, you'd have to ramp it.
Yes.
We are Hospital Records back, bigger and better than ever at Horizon, spreading love right across the UK with the biggest drum and bass bangers all through this
Speaking of
long
that,
summer.
speaking
My
of
name's Chris
realistic
Goss. I am
braking,
here with Mr. Tony Coleman,
Next, let's do this.
aka London Electricity, and we are
go into the road.
stuck in the booth trying to pass the time actually because
Okay.
it is raining cats
Well, I'm
and
going
dogs
to
out
the
there.
road.
Now, who's
Ooh, that was some-
Okay, you're on the road.
Because you landed on one of my hotels and you owe me $2,000.
And now?
Here. let's
Okay,
play this
now-
track while you count out your money. Oh, dear, oh dear.
Look back and hold reverse for 5 seconds. It doesn't actually have to be 5 seconds, but just do it.
What about it?
And let go of it, and then do it again.
What about it?
You go into reverse, and then you start. Oh wait, no, you're supposed to stop. Full stop.
Oh, well, you don't really know. Oh. I see.
You know how stupid that is?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Then you got this, which I can never control correctly. I just basically did a full 360. Oh, that was close.
Okay, ready?
Hold on. Try to do 180.
Wait, it's 60.
Roughly. That was basically right. Third time's the charm. Or whatever you are. There's the airplane one. Jet, which I still haven't done actually. Still have not done that yet. I think Forza is the best arcade racing game now. Depends. I like it better if they actually had an arcade version of this type of Forza instead of the older ones.
Look at that gorgeous car.
I can't see the car. Still on a loading screen. No, I'm not.
What do you think?
Vanino.
So, we've got the premises, I've got the contacts, and you've got, well, you've got a few minutes to kill before our first client
Question,
arrives.
can I steal this car?
2013 Lamborghini Veneno. Take the keys and show Horizon
No, but at least
what
you
it
can
can
drive
do.
it.
I want them all talking about us. I want the
Sure.
punters to know that when we
Go
say
from one
world's
Lambo
fastest,
to another.
we mean it.
Too
Just
big
a
on the
quick
spoiler,
run-out to
but you know,
Glenrannoch.
it'll work.
And our first client's on the way, remember? Better step on it.
I'm on the wrong side of the road. It actually told me to go that way.
Turn right. Turn right.
Is there any special objective here? To like be there quick or something?
You have to be there quick, yeah.
We should have the left, honestly.
God.
At the roundabout,
Spun out.
take the second exit.
Crap. Oh, somewhat.
Yeah, we're not getting 3 stars.
I'm already screwing up.
At least you get to see how the Veneno drives. I still really like it.
How much is this car?
4.5 million. Realistically, people will sell it for like $19 million. Even though I think this is either a 3.5 or 4.5 million in real life.
Definitely like to. I guess about the whole auction thing. If everyone has like a stock somewhere for any cheaper.
No.
In 400 yards,
Not even
you will
two.
arrive at your
No.
destination.
You would have to be able to get the very last bid for it to be any
Nice
cheaper.
work. I'll have it picked up and toweled off. And you better vanish
Yeah,
before
people are
the
a little
client
picky.
sees you. Call me when you're ready for the next
Fran
one, yeah?
and do pit maneuver.
I'm thinking
Well, you basically
something
missed it a bit earlier when we were
Scandinavian.
brake checking each other, so you know. You know how it works.
Good old days.
Good old days where it just happened not even too long ago.
Alright. Good old minutes.
Good old 30 minutes to an hour ago. Now I got XP.
Oh yeah, we can also try out that called Clone Hero too. If you want.
Oh yeah, we could. Sure. Yeah, we could also. Well, never mind, you already went.
Oh, what?
I was saying another thing we could do is the I still have that airplane.
Oh yeah, we can do that after this one.
Unbelievable drive last time. My phone won't stop ringing. This one's going to be even better. Just one thing. Did you bring sunglasses? Never mind, never mind.
Is the glare that crazy?
1-1. 1 horsepower for every kilo it weighs. Only the Swedish could come up with something so simple and so completely wild.
There's a problem though.
What?
When it comes to the co-op Clone Hero.
What?
You might have the host.
Head for Bamborough Castle.
I would have assumed
There's a nice
I'd
straight
have to.
down there where you can really open it
I'm
up.
saying
I
mostly
think it
because
would.
I'm streaming.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you're streaming and you would not have a very good connection.
Nope.
Though I probably wouldn't either, but the shot. Not my fault, but well, not my fault that people sell dual band adapters for expensive. I can afford one now, but I don't know if I'd want to buy it.
Sorry about the glare.
I'd rather buy something else. Because apparently the one you gave me does not work at all anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
I don't know what you did to it, because I did nothing.
As its products.
The ROG Strict stuff isn't that bad.
Yeah, but the Wi-Fi adapters are straight garbage. I think it was $60 too. 60 or 70.
Fast and tight through this zone, yeah?
And that thing started breaking at like, what, the first month?
Yes, I mean for me, now every time I plug it in or anything, it'll connect, and then maybe a couple seconds later it just disconnects. Like it immediately goes from 4 bars to 1 to disconnect. And then it forgets all info that was put into it, so you have to re-enter Wi-Fi info again.
Yeah, no. I mean, it started working for you fairly well when you got it.
Yeah, that was fine, but after a while it just destroyed itself. Not even after a while, like after basically a month, maybe a couple weeks. At that point, I got my Wi-Fi extender, and I just plugged it in that way.
You just drove the world's first mega car. How do you feel? Check back with me
I
soon.
was about to hit a trick.
I think I might get a Ferrari in.
I did that all the time during LAN parties. Oh, pit maneuver? Yeah, I don't know. So, use my Wi-Fi extender as a thing for my main computer now. And my second computer has a single band adapter, which isn't great. Makes things pretty hard. Let's see what I get. Give me credits. Ooh, there's an RXE Turbo that I could have got, but 125,000, that's still good. Why the hell am I staring directly at this phone booth? Seriously, right at it.
Too much Doctor Who.
There's this great story about a film being shot around here somewhere.
That'd be a police
Supposedly
box,
they
though.
just dumped the stunt car when they were done.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Find it.
Yeah, that's a good
close
question.
enough.
Why are you
About
just staring at it?
I don't know. I spawned right into it, like, okay.
Oh, you got a new barn, though.
Yeah? Where are you? Oh. Where is it at? We're in Edinburgh. And it is all the way over here. Here, you know what? Let me go do that. I need to go to the festival so I can fast travel. And also, we can try with me hosting, considering, again, I have a bigger library, but I don't know, I just don't feel like it'd go well.
I think if we played anything, it would be around the same stuff I have anyways, so.
Most of the stuff I have is just a bunch of other randomness.
Turn left.
You already have all the good charts, so, yeah. I just have to make my own profile on yours. I'm probably just gonna literally give you the highway picture, though. I still want my highway.
You want it that bad.
Turn left.
I like the highway. What can I say? That depends on the highways you have.
I got bones.
Back now on Hospital Records. Chris Goss,
Yeah,
it's
no thanks.
Horizon Movie Trivia.
I might have
time.
another one, I don't know.
All right then, I'm ready.
I don't like my background better than the one
British
you
star of
were
the
doing.
1969 crime film
Wow.
The
Or the
Italian
ones I
Job?
keep saying.
That's easy. I know that one. It's
But, you know, you can sit with your own background. That's your thing.
The correct
I'm
answer
saying I
is
like mine better as
obviously
well.
the 1962 Mini Cooper, of course. What are you
Right,
talking
yes.
about? This is the Horizon movie trivia, remember?
Yeah, all right, fair call.
Tries a
And
movie.
to the rest of you,
Sure.
lot, from what I hear, you might
Just
want to
see.
get searching some barns in your area. We have a lot of barns here in the UK, you know. If you know what I mean. London Electricity will be with you the whole way. Stay tuned.
That is still so weird to me.
What?
The fact that every single time that I'm out hunting for a barn or whatever, the radio comments about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like saying, oh, you should go out there and try to find yourself some barns. Like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. A little hard to see it though, considering it's night now. Don't know where it is.
My question is, who keeps telling them that?
What, that we're looking for the
Yeah.
barn?
Like, who?
The hell out of me. Either that or who's the one who throws them the script that says, hey, talk about the barns right now? Seriously. It's psychic.
Recalculating route.
It's even worse when you're on your way to something.
In 400
When you're on your way to like
yards.
something, I don't know, some event or whatever, then they start talking about it. It's like, why? Yeah, I probably
I'd say
passed this
turn
thing like
around.
6 times. I'd say your hints are very, you know,
Vague.
yeah. But it's okay.
You found
I hit a
another
tree.
barn. Of course you did. Way there.
Again, I know it's like an RPG element, but I still kind of hate it when main characters don't talk.
Kinda.
They're just mute. Part of me just...
See
And
the
if everyone
Italian
else
Job?
talks, it's like,
Aye,
you have so
great
much,
From what I heard,
like,
they tried to
budget
drive a
to hire
full
all these
loop
actors.
through
You
a
can't
sewer.
actor
It got
2
most of
more.
the way there before it came down on its
One
roof.
male actor, 1 female actor to pose for the characters.
I'll go and get it fixed up for you.
Oh,
Call
there
me
we
when
go.
it's ready.
So you can start playing whatever.
In 200 yards, turn right.
Ranking. Check
You
off
have
this.
arrived at your destination.
Could get this over here if it's not on top of the place. More likely it is. Ugh. That's not this good.
That's in the tunnel.
Worked up like this heat. What?
That's in the tunnel, I think.
On a house.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. 5,000 ways to ruin your new Lambo. It's a perfect series to watch, and it's called this
You'll
one.
have to jump it from that right there.
Wait, where?
That hill that you just went down, about 15 seconds here. Right beside the house. You have to jump the hill.
First of all, I need to not go into someone else's yard and destroy the car, who's clearly preparing to go to someplace. And not right into a tree where I'm sure I just killed like 60 squirrels. Okay, that hill. Okay. Oh. Probably at the right angle, considering.
Remember, you can rewind in a free run.
Love the current ones I'm getting right now.
If you go over to the other side of the mountain, where it's a straight path to it, you can. Yeah, it's a good question.
Who the hell are you? I found that very hard to believe. Okay, hold on, let me get a good angle.
That sounded kind of
Alright.
dirty.
Yeah, probably. Okay, this one's not too bad, I guess. little bit down here. Maybe this will work. I doubt it. This is me we're talking about. Yeah, no, I jumped too early. Screw it. This one. And you can start whenever, unless Python is never jumping out. I don't know.
I've already started.
Delta Wing, huh? What's the name of it? Oh, so these events still do this. Is this your car I'm staring at?
Nope. It's the car we drive in this one.
A bad one. Yes.
Go buy it then.
I said it's not a bad one. I don't know.
Pretty sure that's an Aston Martin Vulcan.
This game is ridiculous in the things we have to race though.
Realistically, we can't beat a jet.
Not even.
In a straight path, I think a Ninja H2 motorcycle can.
Not that path though.
But not the path we take.
Amazing they can actually make all those turns because they had to follow the same route. But if they just went straight over them. Went straight over them, you know what happened there.
How are you in front of me?
Because the game put me here. You gotta remember, in these games, hosts are always last. You can, you know, go by me as soon as I slow down over here. God, well, it's a good thing I went invisible for you. I apparently missed a checkpoint.
I think I pushed you out.
God. Won't let me go any further behind. I have to literally go backwards, so you're the one getting the points in this, not me. There, got it. Thank you, random drift. That actually worked. I didn't mean to drift into it, but hey, it works. This car doesn't handle that bad, but I think it's not fun. Oh, but I like the song that's playing right now. All the time, it's basically with these sharp turns, it's always, hey, follow the arrows, and I never do. Never would drift into it either. If I was people in this race, I would never in a million years be next to these barricades. Be a long way away from it, 'cause I'm pretty sure realistically a car could straight up crash through it.
Yeah.
And all these tight turns, somebody would. That's another thing about when it comes to like down here and everything, everybody's always a stupid NASCAR fan or whatever. I'm just like, how can you be excited about someone just going in circles, constantly just one huge circle, and you have stuff like this, where just like, this is probably something I'd watch.
You'd probably be excited about seeing the cars going in circles.
You know what? For
that is boring.
For more speed and agility, NASCARs are only built to go left.
Pretty much.
I laughed at Finn and thought I was serious about that. Turn that stupid music off.
Yeah, I don't think I need a copyright.
What?
So I'm pretty sure these are royalty free.
Stop playing your music.
It's not my music. It's not even me.
Liar. No proof.
You have no proof either.
No proof at all. What do we need to prove?
I don't know.
I love when my face is itchy, but I can't scratch it because I'm trying to quickly get there without DNFing.
You're gonna be.
May not happen.
You're 100% gonna be out DNF.
Nah, I'm totally gonna DF. I'm gonna do finish. I missed the checkpoint anyway.
Don't finish.
100%. Oh, I gotta
Want a couple of
complete
pieces
every
of
showcase
showcase
event.
advice. 1. The crowd will lose their minds no matter who crosses the line first. And 2. Pilots can circle back if you ask nicely.
What does it matter? I don't need to. I don't need to go back. Oh look, I get a shirt, and I'm level 30. And next is a freaking spin. Freaking spins. Ah, I would have preferred that 130, but 75, alright. Freaking double RNGs, man.
There's a 2008 Lamborghini Rotan, or whatever you call it, Rotan Forza Edition, in the Forza shop. Oh, you can also get a witch's hat and a witch's nose. The witch's nose looks like a piece of turd. That's all I'm gonna say.
So we're gonna try that out.
The Colonial thing? I mean, we can.
I don't see why not.